Welcome to the hills of Minneola and Sugarloaf Mountain, where this distinctive area of Central Florida is being transformed into what some are calling a living, breathing utopia. Here, the promise of tomorrow is being built today. And they're not just building, they're carefully crafting a community designed for the future, offering an unparalleled lifestyle brimming with health, education, innovation, and connectivity. Hi, Jamie Bevilacqua with Denise Realty Partners, and today we're diving into part 2 of our comprehensive 3-part series on the transformative developments in the Central Florida area. In this video, we'll explore the exciting future of Minneola, Florida. For the latest, most comprehensive updates on this emerging area and the surrounding towns, be sure to subscribe to be notified when the exciting news happens. Now, let's dive in and explore how this unique region is rapidly becoming Central Florida's most sought-after destination, a place where every element comes together to create a life full of possibilities. We're at the forefront of an unprecedented transformation, where a new hospital and new school promise cutting-edge healthcare and top-tier education are just steps from your door. The development of a commerce center and 2 town centers opens doors to thriving business opportunities, restaurants and entertainment, while interconnected trails, roads and bridges encourage a lifestyle of health, convenience, and connectivity. Imagine living in a place where your morning jog takes you through lush, winding trails. Your weekends are filled with family adventures, from bustling new restaurants to expansive entertainment options. Here, new housing developments are more than just homes. They're part of larger, vibrant neighborhoods that embody the spirit of community and growth. Every development here is a piece of a larger vision, a vision of connectivity where trails link neighborhoods and bridges bring communities closer. So join me as we see firsthand how the hills of Minneola and Sugarloaf Mountain are not just growing, but thriving, setting new standards for living and working in Central Florida. The future is indeed being built right before our eyes. This isn't just about beautiful views. The uncommon topography of the hills of Minneola and Sugarloaf Mountain offers more than aesthetics. They're setting the stage for a community where nature and modernism exist in harmony. It promises an active, connective lifestyle surrounded by nature yet fully accessible, capturing the essence of the distinct landscape.
You're actually sitting right now, I believe, at 240 feet above sea level, and it dips down all the way to 120. So you get that great rolling hills type of scenery, which is very unique here for the state of Florida. With the extinct sand dunes that have become part of this topography, we get that unique approach to what we're doing here. And one great thing the city is doing as well is we're not tearing down the hills.
It's not simply the presence of hills that sets Minneola apart. It's the community and lifestyle that these landscapes have nurtured, transforming the area into a destination. Cyclists from across Florida gravitate here, drawn not only by the beauty, but also by the vigorous terrain that serve as an excellent training ground. This influx has sparked a vibrant community, a gathering place for those who share a love for cycling and the outdoors. This dynamic environment exemplifies the blend of natural beauty and communal spirit that makes Hills of Minneola a truly special place to connect and thrive.
The big thing was the hills. I really wanted to try and get some elevation. You know, this is where you come to get hills. This is the best you can get in Florida. The scenery itself is worth the ride, even if you're doing like the little trails. I rode on the trail part of the way up here. I started in downtown Clermont.
I've done this route 3 times a week. I go up it as fast as I can. I got my 20-mile route here, Buck Hill Road and the Wall. I'm 3 months shy of 80 years old. I've been a medical doctor for 54 years. When I started doing Sugarloaf Mountain, and it was really about 2006, I would encounter in some of the international teams that would train here because of Sugarloaf Mountain and the hills around here. This was a well-known spot to come and work out for the Tour de France.
I challenge anyone, if you were to get blindfolded and dropped in the middle of Minneola and they ask you where you were, Florida would not be one of your choices. The trees are somewhat different. The rolling hills are somewhere different. It's just a different feel here.
In the hills of Minneola and Sugarloaf Mountain, the allure of the unusual landscapes and open roads draws not just cycling enthusiasts, but also vibrant car and motorcycle clubs. They find common ground on the mountaintops, where the scenic vistas provide the perfect backdrop for both leisurely rides and spirited gatherings. It brings together diverse groups who share a passion for the great outdoors and the thrill of the ride. This shared enthusiasm fosters a dynamic community atmosphere, enhancing Minneola's charm and making it a hub for those who cherish both community and adventure.
We set a good standard for all the developers that they only have a limited amount of ground that they can remove while keeping that same rolling hills approach. You know, Minneola is looking for that identity. And why not be the city in the highlands? Nowhere else in Lake County will you find this topography besides here in South Lake. And we're really excited to keep that within our city and make sure it stays here for a very long time.
It isn't just about the view. It's clear that the city's distinctive rolling hills are not just natural features, but a central component of the community's identity. Here in South Lake County, where such topography is a rarity in Florida, Minneola stands proud as the city in the highlands, perched above Orlando, embracing its unique landscape while setting a high standard for development. By preserving these natural contours, they not only maintain the character and beauty of this area, but also create a living environment that is truly special, shaping a lifestyle where adventure, convenience, and accessibility go hand in hand.
I'm here because of this route, Sugarloaf Mountain, and my 2003 copy of the Lance Armstrong Tour de France winning bicycle.
Health and wellness form the foundation of any thriving community. With the new AdventHealth Hospital underway, Minneola is setting a new standard for healthcare in Central Florida, ensuring residents have top-tier medical services right at their doorstep.
What we have planned for this site is a full-service hospital. When I say full-service hospital, what that means is having emergency department care there as well as inpatient beds should you need to stay for further care and treatment, in addition to imaging services, laboratory, and surgery as well. We intend to put 80 inpatient beds at this facility, and that's really to meet the growing needs that this community has for healthcare. We know that this is a very fast-growing community, and where there's people, there is healthcare needs, and AdventHealth is here to be there for those needs.
They're going to be bringing in a world-class hospital here in Minneola, and that's going to be able to serve this community extremely well. As the community grows, as the city grows, the city is always looking for what we can do to bring additional benefits for this area. Having a hospital in this area is really going to add the beneficial atmosphere that people are looking for to move here.
Imagine having a state-of-the-art hospital right in your backyard. That's the reality here with AdventHealth spearheading the community's health and wellness landscape. This is to meet the growing need that this community has for healthcare, a world-class hospital right here in Minneola. As we look towards the future of education in Minneola, the Hills of Minneola plan shines a spotlight on the new K-8 school site, strategically located on the east side of this community. This isn't just about building a school. It's about thoughtful integration into our daily lives. The school's design takes into account the smooth flow of traffic, ensuring that pickup and drop-off are seamless experiences.
It will take into account queuing, so that parents and people that are picking up students from school will not be stuck out on a major road.
Schools are more than just buildings, and they're often the heartbeat of the neighborhood and a primary reason why families choose to call an area home.
Throughout the years, we've been focused on schools. So we've got probably the top-rated schools in Lake County, and we have very diverse schools. We have traditional schools, we have charter schools, we have hybrid schools. We have a great high schools here. So yeah, it's exciting. In the recent years, we're actually named one of the top 10 safest cities in the state of Florida.
With the promise of top-tier education facilities right here in Minneola, they're not just planning for a thriving community, but nurturing ones that attract families and businesses alike.
Schools are obviously very important. It's probably one of the top reasons why people move to an area. Why a business feels comfortable having a business in an area is when there are good schools. I think that's what's going to make the Hills of Minneola attractive.
Education is the foundation of any thriving community. It lights the path to the future, and here, they're laying the groundwork for excellence. With the new K-8 school under construction, it promises a bright future for Minneola's youngest minds, offering state-of-the-art facilities, ensuring their children have access to quality education right from the start. The heartbeat of this emerging community is the upcoming Hill City Center project, the soon-to-be vibrant hub of activity, entertainment, and leisure. This isn't just any development. It's a meticulously planned community centerpiece designed to bring people together. From expansive pedestrian networks and vast open spaces to entertainment and retail, the Hill City Center is built with unity in mind.
The campus that we are building out on a 96-acre piece of mixed-use property is going to be large enough for us to house a 5K race on the interior of that site when we are done with just our interior pedestrian networks, which we intend to have a race like that. We have a significant amount of open space that's going to get dedicated, and that is going to be for community gathering and public park purposes that is going to be owned, controlled, and maintained by a master developer.
Managed by a single master developer, Hill City Center stands out with its meticulous planning and consistent aesthetic appeal. The unified ownership ensures that every detail, from the architecture to the landscaping, aligns with a comprehensive design strategy. The long-term vision and commitment of a single owner allow Hill City Center to evolve gracefully, maintaining its charm and appeal for years to come.
We also have a grocery store planned. We also have some medical office uses that can complement AdventHealth's medical campus. And then all throughout, we have tucked in pedestrian boulevards so that when you're driving down in the medians of the streets, there's going to be activated public park spaces, and we're going to have pocket parks tucked throughout as well.
One of the most talked about and anticipated local businesses that'll be breaking ground soon on their new location in the city center is the ever-popular local brewery, the Crooked Can. And if you're not from here or spend time here in Central Florida, you may not understand what all the local hype is about. And I can tell you, for the locals, it's big and exciting news. As one of Historic Winter Garden's cherished landmarks, the Crooked Can Brewing Company has become synonymous with community and craft beer, enveloped by the enchanting ambiance reminiscent of Savannah's historic charm. Nestled beneath a canopy of ancient oaks, the original Crooked Can's location on Plant Street is more than a brewery. It's a vibrant community hub where locals and visitors alike gather to savor the rich tapestry of the locally sourced fare and artisanal brews. Now, Crooked Can Brewery is ready to extend its roots into Minneola, promising to replicate the cherished experience that has captured the hearts of so many.
I knew in 2021, 2022 that we needed a bigger place. I had a vision for the brewery where I wanted to see it go, and to make that vision a reality, I knew we needed to get bigger. to do the things we wanted to do.
The new location aims to mirror the successful blend of craft and community found in Winter Garden, providing a space where the legacy of quality meets the warmth of community gathering.
When you talk to the locals, they feel like they're part of Crooked Can. They're very, very proud of it. So you almost get a family feeling when you talk to the people. They love coming here. I'll see usually every weekend that I come, I'll see a family sitting together at the same table, and you can tell that it's 3 generations of family. So, you have the grandkids, the parents, and then the grandparents all sitting together. And it's really special to see.
So we always come to the Crooked Can. Everybody meets. We have some beers, we have some pizza, we have some donuts, and we have a big long table. We all sit together and have some fun, and it's just a really good meeting place.
The Crooked Can Brewery expansion isn't just about great beer. It's about creating a central gathering spot that brings the community together through special events, food, fun, fellowship, and of course, fine ale.
At the new facility, we're going to have 2 acres of space dedicated to being able to spread out and do your thing. To put that into context, our Winter Garden location sits on 1 acre, including the building. So the new brewery is going to sit on 3 acres. The building will take up 1 acre, and then the other common area will take up 2 acres. And so it's just going to give kids and families the ability to gather together and have kids run around. And we envision having some sort of hill in that area where kids can roll down the hill and do different things. We hope to have a splash pad on that 2 acre piece as well.
There's truly going to be an amazing opportunity for the city because it's going to bring something fun for people to do on Saturdays. You can go with your whole family and hang out. You'll have an event lawn where there'll be things for your kids to do and play, and you can go inside and have one of 10 or 12 vendors of different types of food that anybody in the family can choose from. Everything that you can imagine, whether it's sushi or a donut guy, your chocolatier, your coal-fired pizza, the mac and cheese guy, the barbecue stand, all of those different options.
It's going to be a great draw, not just for the local residents here in beautiful Minneola, but all of Lake County.
These are just glimpses of what's to come. This thoughtful layout offers ample space for the community to come together, making it more than just a development. This destination brewery is about crafting experiences, bringing people together, and forging cherished memories. The Florida Coast to Coast Trail is a groundbreaking initiative designed to create a continuous paved multi-use trail stretching from the Gulf of Mexico to the Atlantic Ocean. This trail, the first of its kind in the United States, will cover approximately 250 miles and is currently 88% complete. And once finished, it'll connect communities from St. Petersburg to Titusville, offering residents and visitors a unique way to explore Central Florida by bicycle or on foot. Here in Central Florida, we've got several trails, including the South Lake Trail, the West Orange Trail, the Lake Apopka Loop Trail, but the one that is very exciting is the extension of the Hancock Trail, which will take you from the South Lake Hospital in Clermont all the way up through Minneola, up to Sugarloaf Mountain and the Green Mountain Overlook.
Now we'll have this trail connection going from the South Lake Trail to the Sugarloaf Mountain area, the Green Mountain Scenic Overlook, where we have a tower that overlooks all of the Lake Apopka Basin. And as you know, Sugarloaf Mountain, very well known for the rolling topography, being one of the highest elevation points in Florida. You'll have a trail experience where you're going through a lot of changes in elevation. It's also a destination for people that like to train for triathlons. They like to climb Sugarloaf Mountain, if you will.
We're all about trail systems. We're all about being able to get from one part of town to the other. We've really set that standard with the developers and with the landowners to keep that interconnectivity together.
All of these trails allow for some very unique events, including the very anticipated can-to-can race that the Crooked Can Brewery plans to do.
The great thing is with the West Orange Trail, you'll actually be able to get from our Winter Garden Brewery to the Minneola Brewery on a bike trail. So you can actually take your bike or run if you're daring enough, because it gets pretty hilly once you get out towards Minneola into Clermont. You can actually make it on the bike trail from the Winter Garden location to the Minneola location. So we plan to take advantage of that. Yeah. What I know about runners, being a runner myself, and seeing bicyclists, is they like to have a beer after they're done with their workout, and it's certainly a well-deserved beer. So we hope to have a lot of them there.
You know, one of the great draws about the can-to-can race is 5Ks have been such an integral part of this community. Marathons, 5Ks, half marathons. So why not bring in a different spin to it? It's not only going to draw people in, but it's really going to put us on the map for being one of the first, brewer to brewer type of races out there. And who doesn't want to have a nice, refreshing beer after running a 5K in the middle of the summer? That's what I'm looking forward to.
This signature event will showcase its commitment to fun, fitness, and community spirit. The Can-to-Can race will add to the already vibrant outdoor trail community that is only going to increase in popularity as the word gets out. Minneola is cultivating a thriving economic environment that fosters growth and success for both business owners and residents. Here, it's not just about living well, it's about forward thinking and creating opportunities for generations to come. You'll find diverse opportunities for both the workforce and business owners, from healthcare with AdventHealth Hospital and medical offices to restaurants and retail at both Town Center and City Center. For small business owners, the Lake Camp Commerce Center offers an ideal place to set up shop. Mineola is brimming with economic potential for everyone.
Minneola has many great opportunities. It's a great place to do business, and it's also a great place to live. There's so much here, and we're so close to everything in Central Florida.
The Camp Lake Commerce Center will offer versatile office and light warehousing spaces tailored for both small and medium-sized businesses. Whether you're an HVA repair person needing a small bay unit for supplies and office space, or a company requiring a low-impact distribution hub, this center will provide the flexibility your business needs and perfect for serving this local community effectively and quietly. The Hills Crossing Center is already built and serving the community with a Publix, pharmacy, Chipotle, Starbucks, nail salon, UPS store, basically everything that you need. And just across the street are plans for the town center, which has proposed plans for restaurants, office spaces, retail stores, and even a hotel. From startups to established enterprises, all contributing to a robust local economy, Minneola underscores a lifestyle that's dynamic, with a larger vision of generational prosperity.
You still see kids playing in the street. You still see kids playing in their backyard. And that's why we moved up here. That's why this is such a special place for us. And I want to make sure that it's protected for a long time. And partnering up with the developers, partnering up with those that want to see that vision expand, that's what's making this a great synergy of investment and family that's really going to make Minneola a great place to live in the future.
It's not uncommon to see young professionals move here, start a family, and then their parents move to the Del Webb community in the retirement. So we kind of get the best of both worlds. And the retirement community is intertwined with the family community, so they're not totally segregated. They're easily connected. They go to the same. If you go to the Publix, you're going to see very diverse ages and clientele within the shopping here compared to other areas where it's, oh, well, that's a retirement community. Minneola is not a retirement community, but it is a subset of what makes our community.
There's great opportunities here in Mineola for you not only to locate your family, but to locate your business.
The hills of Minneola and Sugarloaf Mountain are not just undergoing transformation, they're setting a new standard for living, a place where every sunset promises not just the end of a day, but the dawn of new opportunities. Connectivity is key in the vision for the hills of Minneola and Sugarloaf Mountain, with 4 new tunnels and 3 bridges that link together the neighborhoods, schools, parks, and public spaces. And these pathways are more than just routes from one place to another. They're lifelines of the community, promoting accessibility and easy connection throughout the area.
Roads give you accessibility, especially a turnpike, because it connects us with Orlando and everything that goes on down in Orlando, from the theme parks to our international airport. But oftentimes with roads like the turnpike, they can create a barrier, limiting access to one side or the other. But in Minneola, through smart planning, this looks much different. This is one of 3 tunnels I'm going to show you, and these tunnels will allow residents the freedom to move around without crossing traffic. The first tunnel is located north of the Hancock Exchange. It goes under the turnpike, connecting the Camp Lake Commerce Center to the Hill City Center. The second tunnel, it also goes under the turnpike, and it's located just south of the Hancock Turnpike Exchange, and it connects the Dreamfinders Hills of Minneola property with the town center and the Hills Crossing area. Now, the Hills Crossing area is where Publix and Starbucks, UPS, all those other stores are located right now. I am most excited about these next 2 tunnels, one of which has already been built. This one goes under Keystone Pass Boulevard at the new K-8 school location. The 4th tunnel, which is still not yet built, is still in design and permitting. It will go under Hancock, near the Keystone Pass Boulevard intersection. This will connect the city center, the hospital, Crooked Can on one side, to all the parks, recreational venues, neighborhoods, and school to the other. These 2 tunnels are pivotal for easy access and easy travel in and around this amazing area.
There is going to be interconnectivity between those parks and that area over to the city center. So being able to, once again, be in the city center for for lunch, grabbing something to eat, and then taking your kids or having to stroll through the park without having to get in your car, but simply walk under Hancock, it adds that additional safety factor to this area. No longer we have to walk across Hancock, but you'll be able to go underneath Hancock straight into that green area and further on into the park as we slowly start creating those park systems.
There are 2 additional bridges, not just the Hancock overpass, that allow people to move in and out and freely through this area. This one, the newly rebuilt Scrub J Bridge, is located north of the Hancock Turnpike Exchange and connects 561A to the north with Citrus Grove Road to the south. Now, the second bridge is really big news, especially for people in Montverde and Bella Collina. This one connects Fosgate Road with Citrus Grove Road. This is really big news because it's going to connect all those communities, easy access, have everything that's already in Minneola and what's coming in Minneola.
As we envision the future of this vibrant community, it's clear that the thoughtful integration of the underground pedestrian tunnels, bridges, and extensive trail networks plays a crucial role. These tunnels, offering safe, direct routes beneath bustling streets, are key to enhancing accessibility and convenience across the neighborhoods. The bridges facilitate smooth transportation routes and foster a sense of continuity. The trails provide a serene escape into nature, encouraging healthy lifestyles and leisurely explorations for everyone. Together, these features weave a tapestry of connectivity that not only improve daily living, but also cements the community as a forward-thinking, integrated haven for residents and visitors alike. This is more than development. It's a commitment to crafting a legacy of community and connectivity here in the heart of Central Florida. With the range of new communities and housing options on the horizon, Minneola is not just growing, It's evolving into a desirable homestead for those drawn to its unique charm and promise. While we're seeing homes being built and families moving in, the vision and planning for these communities didn't happen overnight. The plans for these developments were submitted to the city and have been approved since the mid-2000s. From single-family homes to modern apartments, they're building a community that welcomes all. There's a place for everyone in this flourishing community. First, let's talk about the communities and builders that are currently building and offering homes for sale. We're going to start just north of Lake Minneola High, where Parkview in the Hills by Lancey Homes is currently building. Parkview in the Hills currently is offering homes with 4 to 5 bedrooms ranging from 1,800 to 3,900 square feet, and at the time of filming, priced from the high 400s. Now on the other side of Hancock Road is Overlook at Grassy Lake by Ryan Homes. This community has homes from just over 1,800 to just under 2,800 square feet, with 3 to 5 bedrooms, and at the time of filming, priced from the mid-400s. Then going across the turnpike, you get into the Hills of Minneola, which is a master planned community that consists of several builders and phases. First, let's look at phase 1 and 2, which is nearly built out. Ashton Woods and Meritage Homes have already sold out their homes. Starlight Homes is selling out and currently, at the time of filming, has less than 20 homes available. And Dreamfinders Homes is building out phases 3, 4, and 5. They offer 3 to 6 bedrooms homes ranging from 1,654 to 4,170 square foot homes on 40, 50, and 60-foot home sites. And at the time of filming, prices are starting in the mid-400s. Now on the north side of the Hills of Minneola, and also part of the Hills of Minneola planned unit development, is Webb Minneola by Pulte Homes, which is the premier 55-plus retirement community that offer upscale amenities and breathtaking views. They offer homes with 2 to 5 bedrooms ranging from just over 1,400 square feet to just over 3,400 square feet on home sites that are 40, 50, and larger 65-foot home sites. And at the time of filming, prices are starting from the low 400s. Now let's talk about what's coming in the future. Here's what we know at the time of filming, which, as you know, can change. The biggest news for the Sugarloaf Mountain and Green Mountain areas is the plans to extend North Hancock from Webb Minneola all the way up to County Road 455, opening up this area for future developments. For those of you who've been around and have had eyes on this special area, you may remember the Sugarloaf Golf and Town Club. It's the unique property that was developed in the early 2000s. The Sugarloaf Golf Course was designed by world-renowned designers Bill Corr and Ben Crenshaw, and it received excellent reviews and was rated as one of the best new golf courses by Golf Magazine. It was dubbed the elite golf course of its time, until the recession came shortly after they finished the course in 2008. And since the late 2000s, these estate-sized lots have remained largely vacant. It's absolutely gorgeous. Needless to say, this area and topography are truly special. We're not sure what the developer has planned for these oversized home sites, but we'll certainly keep you informed on any new developments. Now that you're familiar with the area, let's talk about the Sugarloaf Mountain planned unit development, often referred to as the Sugarloaf Mountain PUD. There are 4 major developments here as part of the Sugarloaf Mountain PUD. 2 of these communities sit above the estate-sized lots that we just previously mentioned. The first, Pine Ridge at Sugarloaf Mountain, will have 178 home sites and is just north of Webb. The second is Whispering Winds at Sugarloaf Mountain, which is slated to have 206 home sites and is just north of Pine Ridge. The next 2 communities, Lennar has just purchased from the developer. We have Lookout Ridge, which is going to have 325 home sites, and Sugarloaf Ridge with 487 home sites slated. Now let's talk about the Minneola Ridge development. This development was approved by the Minneola City Council in January, after the residential density was reduced by 32%, dropping from 6 homes per acre to now only 3.5 homes per acre. The plan currently includes 693 single-family homes, 224 townhomes, and 841 multifamily units, spanning 382 acres with designated areas for housing, a commerce park, a future park around Teardrop Lake, and a nature preserve. Scrub J Lane is also an exciting area to keep an eye on. Scrub J Lane goes from 561A all the way down to Citrus Grove Road, with many plans and communities coming in the future. Also important to note, Lake County School Board currently owns land here for possible future development. Now, a lot can change, and we promise to update you as new developments come in, so be sure to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel so you'll be the first in the know. As we wrap up our journey through the hills of Minneola and Sugarloaf Mountain, it's clear that this distinctive area of Central Florida is transforming into a truly unique, one-of-a-kind community. Here, the promise of tomorrow is being built today. They're not just constructing buildings, they're meticulously crafting a community designed for the future, offering an unparalleled lifestyle brimming with health, education, innovation, and connectivity.
When my wife and I decided to move up here, we knew that we wanted to establish ourselves in a place where we had that sense of welcoming and community, and we found that here in Minneola.
We're so excited to see how this unique region is rapidly becoming Central Florida's most sought-after destination, a place where every element comes together to create a life full of possibilities. The hills of Minneola and Sugarloaf Mountain are thriving, setting new standards for living and working in Central Florida.
It is going to be one of the hottest places in all of Central Florida, and there's no doubt about that.
Thank you so much for joining us on this update of Minneola and Sugarloaf Mountain, number 2 of our 3-part series. Our goal is always to provide you with the latest real estate news and information on what's happening here in the area. So be sure to like and subscribe to be the first notified. If you're looking to buy or sell a home in the Central Florida area, I would love to help you. Maybe you've narrowed down your search and you know this area might be the right choice for you. Reach out and we can start a conversation of finding you your perfect home. Or perhaps you're just in research mode and not yet sure if this is the area where you'd like to move. That's okay too. I'm happy to set you up on your own private portal where you can get a feel of the homes available, and it also is a great way for you to monitor the market in real time. Or maybe you're considering selling your home in the Central Florida area. I can help you there as well too. Reach out to me and I'll share with you our 5-star selling strategy, which is our signature process where we help you sell your home seamlessly without all the unnecessary stress. Thanks again for watching, and if I don't see you around the hills of Minneola and Sugarloaf Mountain, I look forward to seeing you around the neighborhood.